Welcome to Afro Pop Culture TV's Afrobeat panel, and we're having another interesting conversation, one that I'm actually really passionate about. This one, I'm really looking forward to what you guys have to say. My name is Oyin Areweshala, and today with me I have got some amazing people on the panel. Just introduce yourself, please, from my right.
Hi, I'm DJ Abbas, DJ Media Consultant.
My name is Michael Toots, documentary photographer.
I'm Mika Abner Abraham, and I am a journalist at MTV and also a host.
Hi, I'm Steffi K and I'm a PR consultant.
Hi, I'm Adeshokwe Olajide, Factory 78 and Beat FM representative.
Okay, it's looking to be an interesting panel today, but to kick it off, I just want to say, first of all, let's talk about the females in the Afrobeat industry. If you had to name your top three, let's say top three women in the Afrobeat industry, who are they? Let's go.
I would say Tiwa Savage,
Yemi
Alade, and why am I struggling?
Hold on, Efia.
Thank you, and DJ Baz. That's why you're my guys. That's it. Wow. So what? It took us how many seconds to think of the third one? It took a little while, and I think that's exactly the crux of the problem, and that's what we want to talk about today. There are women in this industry just as much, but why aren't they recognized?
I wanted to jump in when DJ Abbas said Efia. Efia is an incredible singer. Becca is an incredible singer.
Yes, Becca.
We have incredible female singers on the African continent, but for some reason, a lot of them haven't been able to be projected the way the men have been over the last couple of years. My theory is simple, hence why if you watch this, if you listen to the show on Afro Hits on the Beat on the 103.6 FM. If you listen, one of the reasons on our radio show, we decided to lay down the law and say we wanted to have an Afro UK section where we played only Afrobeats coming from the UK and a female section where we played at least a 30 minutes straight of just African women. And if you don't, the reason why I said it has to be law is because the DJs don't do it consciously. They just select the hottest tracks that's popping in the clubs, that's making people happy. And if you listen to a DJ's playlist, I know we've got one here, most of the time they go through 15, 20, sometimes 30 songs, and you might not hear a woman. It's not that Tiwa hasn't made a banger that year. It's not that Yemi hasn't made anything that's danceable that time. But if we don't consciously think about these women, they will continue to struggle. They make incredible. These guys released albums Vanessa. Nobody talked about Vanessa MD.
Yeah.
She's got 2 or 3 bangers that I've watched on the continent. Nobody talked about Victoria Kimani.
Shout out to Victoria. Yeah.
Show is a banger.
Are you too sexy?
Yes.
And
you have to make it. There has to be a law.
There was a time, any music concert, in fact, it's guaranteed it's all male.
Yes. Yes.
Comedy shows, all male.
male.
You know, I just sit back and I just look at the poster and say,
Yeah.
this poster looks lopsided.
Exactly.
You know, and I wouldn't like just to add women just to fulfill the gender balance.
But you have
I want
to
them
do
there
it.
on merit. But then we're in such a situation where
You have to do it.
we just, because it's a male-dominated society,
Yes.
and if you're on the industry side, you know it is 3 times harder for women to sell their craft.
Yes.
Yeah.
In 2003, when we had the show, the Afrobeat show at Ocean, then we had Queen Onokala.
Yeah.
Remember Queen?
Yes.
You know, and she had a hit in Nigeria
Big.
before she came over to the UK.
Yep.
And she was around, and then she had teamed up with the JJC camp, including Don Jazzy, Gilberto, and we just thought, hey, yeah, you know, why not? Let's do Queen. And she was fantastic. And then eventually she went back to Nigeria. And then after a while, we had Omawumi. Omawumi came in, but Omawumi doesn't necessarily fit the Afrobeats genre per se. She's more of a like Mama Africa and not taking anything away from Yemi Alade. But she was larger than life Mama Africa. She fits into that kind of world music
Incredible
bracket,
vocalist.
you know, and she was doing her thing. So that was a big struggle. Also in Nigeria. Funny though, you go to Nigeria, even as earlier back as then, all the small shows, you still see some ladies, you know, in the mix, but they never made prime time.
Tiwa broke
And I think
that
Tiwa
mold.
was the one who broke that.
Yes.
You know, and she did benefit out of it because then really it's like
was only
she's
her.
not just a lady now, she's good. She knows what she, and then very quickly, Yemi came on them, and then because it's always good to have that competitive element,
Yes.
you know. Ghana actually has done quite well with
females.
We've mentioned Becca, we've mentioned Efia.
Kaki, you have Tiffany.
Before then, what's the name of the lady? Her name skips my mind now.
What, Miss Bell?
Miss Bell.
I'll be 16 years. I'm gonna be like this.
Exactly, you know?
You
So-
touch Ratina.
Ghana actually has skimmed down, but then look at Ghana. It's a matriarchal society.
From experience and what I've seen, okay, we have Tiwa, we have Yemi. They're from very disciplined management teams or label, like, you know, you have Mavins, Don Jazzy's very disciplined. They have that team around them, same as Yemi Alade has a very strong team around her. But with the other females, some of them are, they're with this manager's not good, they're moving to this manager's trying to pass them around, this manager wants to do this and do. So I think it is really hard for females because they're trying to get their music out there, but at the same time they're being used for other things. So
She came made, sorry to cut you short, they made a statement that will forever stay with me whilst they came on the show. They said, as a woman in the Afrobeats industry, they want to sleep with you before they listen to you.
They said,
For me,
So true.
that was a knockout
Every
blow.
industry. It's not the most palatable thing to talk about.
in Ghana, African women.
but
Do you know what I mean?
it's just- it's just a fact of
that's
it.
the reason why I love Ghana. We like, as much as our Ghanaian and female artists are not pushed to the extent of international credibility, but they push the female artists. Afia, she has her own show called Girl Talk that happens every Christmas. This is their way of bringing young women to see the different things that you can do in Africa, different positions that you can play. You can see your artists, musicians. You can see your doctors. You can see your nurses. You can see your this. You can see your that. It's what we're allowing people to see around us. If we're only seeing that, showing that males can do this, only a male can go and perform on a stage and a woman is the groupie in the back. We need to show more than that. You need to see people like Steffi working behind the scenes, busting her butt to make sure that this artist has everything that they need. You need to see people who are journalists. We need more radio shows that, I love your show, but we need more Afro, we need more women who are representing Africa to go forth and represent the scene as well. It's not every day we're going to stay behind the scenes or try and do, and even as a DJ, sometimes you have people questioning you if you can actually DJ. Oh, can you really? I mean, fiki DJ, you can do that.
Let me tell you a story about, I'll say DJ Cynthia, that's my good friend.
I love Cynthia, shout out to Cynthia.
All promoters that work with, I'm like, book Cynthia, they're like, why am I going to book Cynthia? And then when she now started getting booked, they're like, wow, she's good. I'm like, yeah, but because she's a female, they're kind of like, nah. I don't
Is it not the same
want
hands that we use to mix? Is it not the same mouth that we use to speak, to say the same things? Are we not
Do
all
we have
acquiring
brains
the
as
same
well,
knowledge?
you know?
Exactly.
I'll give an example. I was listening to Yemi Alade's interview on Fader, and she said, you know, you be at a show, and you know she's there. She has more bangers than the male, but they'll push the male to go and perform. Whereas as soon as you know all the males have performed, and there's no audience, they'll ask the females to go and perform.
Even shows that there's more males than females. One that I went to in Nigeria, there was one female artist, and once she performed, she wanted to go home. And it was just like, there's too many guys, this guy will come with 10, like, they don't feel comfortable in that environment.
It's not like a healthy environment sometimes. I feel like some people don't really understand. If we're really going to delve into this topic, the struggles that African women or women in general have to face in the African scene. Do I have to be ugly in order for me to gain respect? Do I have to dress a certain way for people to respect me? Do I have to talk a certain way for people to respect me? The only way someone will respect me is if I'm assertive, but if I'm assertive, I'm being called a bitch.
Yeah.
If Beyonce became ultra successful, especially in the last 12 months with the success of Lemonade, due to the support of the women and the success of the music that she performed
The women
to
need
them.
to support the women
I've
more.
said, exactly. I even went for, I'm not going to mention any names here, but I reached out to several times to say an all-women show. Because I know I will go. I will go. Kids will go.
I will be behind you on that
The
one.
grandma's gonna come.
Yeah.
But guess what? The women ain't ready to rock with each other.
It's true. You can see
Remember, when you're on the back end, really, you look at Tiwa, you look at Yemi, they are not the best examples because they have a solid structure.
Yeah.
So they don't count. Let's look at the regular chick, okay.
Chidima.
The ones that will call me on Friday, DJ Abbas, I have a new single, because I get those calls from ladies as well. And really, I entertain every call. At least I will entertain the first call before I pass them on to Steffi. I'll take the first call and say, okay, what do you go? I've got this thing. And the ladies will call us, send the song, send it, and then I listen. And then I'm trying to work out the structure around her.
How are you going to build her?
How are we going to,
brand and market.
because I want to see some fire in her as well, because it's not going to be easy. However, though, the Tiwas of this world broke out of that. So there has to be a fire in you. You must have a sense of direction and really know if what you have is the excuse my French, or not. It's never gonna be easy, because it's not easy for guys either. It's very, very hard. So it's never gonna be easy for ladies, Ladies are classified as a minority, even in this country, But this country has done so much to make it a level playing field. And it's getting better back home, but we're still far from the promised land.
But what do we do to break the glass ceiling? What can we do to get more equality? And I'm directing this at you. What can we do?
I think as a woman, there's a part that I have to play in the scene, and there's a part that I can add. If I know what value I'm adding to this, there's no way that anybody can stop me. I think once people realize their values and what they're trying to do, it will be easy for you that no matter what anyone says, what anyone does, it won't stop you from the purpose that you actually have or you're trying to do. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like we allow other people's opinions, because women can be so catty. And I've realized, especially in this industry, and it's not to call anybody out, but there are a lot of catty people. So if you stop getting off that thing of, well, there's only one spot for one woman, my friend, the sky is big. If birds can fly, and planes can fly, what makes you think like we can't all make it? We all are in the same, we all talk about the same things, but we're all doing different things in the scene. So until we realise that, we're not going to go forward. We need to realise that, yes, there can be a DJ, there can be DJs, there can be PRs, there can be journalists, and we don't have to fight because there's only one spot.
I think that sums up very, very, very nicely. And then we're going to move on now. We're going to move on to the next topic of conversation. Now, this is one that I think everybody on this table is passionate about. UK Afrobeats, right? But first of all, what is UK Afrobeats? Is it even a thing? Do we think it's a thing?
I think it's a thing.
Okay.
I think it's a genre because of the fact that it's been made out of the UK. It's a blend of what the influences that the artists have imbibed: grime, dancehall, R&B. And when you look at some of the artists that are making Afrobeats music here, the likes of the Sonas of this world, or Mo Logos of this world, as much as they have the authentic African element to it, they bring a little bit more difference and
that grittiness,
to it. And I think there is a massive audience here in the UK for that. Initially, DJs had problems playing UK Afrobeats music or Afrobeats music made in the UK because they complained about the quality of the sound, the production, the skills of some of the artists were not up to par. But in recent time, I believe that the cream have now come to the top. We're starting to see some of the best Afrobeats artists, whether in the UK or in Africa, that are really making incredible music here. And I believe that there is an audience here that is willing to support it financially and support it with a fan base. However, they want to go home. So I don't know where we need to go there.
We're going to come back to that one. I want you to hold on there. We're going to quickly go to DJ Abbas. What do you think?
Is there an UK Afrobeat scene? Yes, I can say that now.
Is it an industry?
It's not. It's certainly not an industry yet, because he's not making money yet.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But there's a scene, and it's underground. It's very, very underground. People are taking note. Part of the huge success of Afrobeats globally is still down to the Afrobeat songs coming out of Africa, not here. But the diaspora audience have lifted it, which is now creating a new brand of UK diasporan Afrobeat acts. And we need to support, we need to encourage them. I don't know if you saw the clip that went viral on YouTube of the Ghanaian artist Bullet.
Artists wake up, artists wake up like 5 o'clock, drive all the way from West Legon to here, play music. You are there playing Nigerian music, and you guys are telling me, no, you don't do that. You don't do that. That's the content. You support the industry. You don't do that. This is the third time. You are there playing P-Square. P-Square don't even know you exist. You are playing whoever, they don't know you exist. Play Ebony music, you call them to come here, come host your program. This is the third time. And you didn't even play one of the videos.
The problem was not the DJ playing P Square. It was him not even recognizing the guy in the house, you know.
You asked him
so,
to host it.
you know, and we need to always support that way. However, we need to be honest with them as well, you know, because a lot of them, not let me say a lot, a good number of them still have a lot to learn. At times it's a struggle because remember we have two types of diasporans. Now, perhaps I, Shokbe, and Mikey, we are Tile Tile. You know what Tile Tile? You know what Tile Tile means?
Original ones.
I was born here, but taking back to Nigeria when I was very young.
Yeah.
And I only came back here when I was 23. So by the time I came back,
I was a hardback.
I was Tile Tile, no accent. So I had to pick it up from but then we now have a generation of UK Africans who were born here. Demand them. You know that kind of thing?
You said demand them.
No, exactly. No,
That's
they were born here. You know, they have the accent, but they love the Afrobeats. And you see that element, and it's a flavor. You see it in their music. You actually particularly enjoy that. You know, I hear Sona. Sona speaks proper Yoruba, and he can still drop the mandem lingo. And the combination of both, he actually made it from. So we need to be ready for that sound, and potentially that is the sound that can make money.
That's it.
Because that's where the numbers are. You know, we on the Tile Tile, of course, we can help them reconnect back home. It's always a process, you know. But first you have to discover your sound, understand where you are coming from,
ODG.
you know, and from a period when we couldn't even pick one, now we are talking about the mologos, the sonas. Fuse, what Fuse has accomplished. You know what Fuse has. People still don't understand what he has accomplished. I think the greatest disadvantage he has had is he has not had like Afrobeat acts to give him a run. Because at times you need to be people looking
on
back.
Your side.
You know, and he's not like he needs a Yemi Alade. And this is not like belittling Yemi Alade to Tiwa, you know, kind of thing. But you need to have somebody at par with you pushing. He has accomplished a lot. And now we have your Mr. Silvers, we have your Sonas, you have your Timbos. It's evolving. We are still far from a business, but let the underground scene solidify. You know, they are doing concerts, which is fantastic.
It's Quantum Flavor is literally Afrobeat, like Quantum Flavor, Jay Holland. There's something you have. UK Afrobeat scene, let's take it as this. You said the generations, there's now another young pack. Now, this is the university students, the college students. Sometimes my little sister, who is 12 years old, will tell me about artists that I didn't even know who Jay Holland was. It was my sister that told me, 12 years old. I'm thinking about other.
New one, UG. He's killing it.
UG, right now, UG, Quams and Flavor, Mr. Easy. Those are the three people that are doing every single show you see Quams and Flavor.
Even in Ghana, and Quams and Flavor and UG are proper. UG's first Ghanaian trip in years was just last year when he went to link up with Mr. Easy. So he hadn't even been to Ghana in years. Was of course he grew up here, making music from here, but he made music that kind of fused with the African touch and the UK kind of touch, and it worked.
Shocky, me say Al Qaeda, baby dancing for me and up. Shocky, me say Al Qaeda, baby dancing for me.
So my question now is, what do we need to do to turn the UK Afrobeat scene into an industry, so that it has its own place? You know, what do we need to do about that?
I think that most of the artists need to start doing their own shows and not waiting to be booked on shows, doing their own shows. We have some artists that are dropping EPs left, right and centre, but have a structure. Look at, you have Quams and Flavor done a show, Composers done a show, Kidda Kuds is doing a show. Why can you not do your own show with 300 capacity? You don't, Rotimo as well, you don't have to jump, they want to do 1,000, they want to do, start 200, 600. Just build up your brand.
Start with your birthday. Do your birthday, get your people in, create a buzz around it, move to the next level, you know.
Do you know what 100 Snapchatters in a venue can do to your career? 100 mobile phones up when you're performing a song that everybody is hyped to. Be it your family or your friends, everybody in the whole world would definitely want to check what's going on there. Steffi got it 1,000%, and that's probably because you've worked behind the scenes for the likes of Rotimo and Co that have put the show together. In addition to that, and I'm sure everybody would agree here, we need more hit records, my G.
And
We
we're
need more
not
hit
hungry.
records. We've got Quams.
But it's a process. It takes time.
Yeah, no.
It evolves.
We've got Quams, we've got UG. These guys are now consistently putting out at least 1, 2 good songs every single time that's dominating the dance floor. Now, I dare to see a DJ in a club that's not going to play UG, Quams and Flavor, Mo Logo, or Sona.
Shokwe, how much is UG paying you? every 4 words, there's UG in it. I am suspicious you.
No, I just actually, it's just because I saw it from the beginning. And the reason I saw it from the beginning was I saw a little bit of Ghana and I saw a little bit of the UK that I felt had a place here. Hence why the other guys have been successful as well, especially Quams and Flavor.
You know what? I've seen a lot of shows. Even the UK artists, they need to understand their craft. First of all, they need to understand their craft. Sometimes you put them on a stage to perform, they don't even know what they're doing. You know what? And I said, I hope they don't stone me. You know,
It's true.
They don't know what they're doing. And I said to Shopper one day, how many of these Afrobeat artists? Yeah, I said to Shopper one day, I said, this Afrobeat, UK is a level up. How many of them can go to Oxford Circus and perform on the street? Okay, even they don't understand. Pull a crowd. Just pull a crowd. But because you singing every day or 3 days a week, you understand where you're doing well, what you need to work on. But they always wait for a show to come up before they
on the stage.
On the stage. That needs to change. They can just go to Oxford Street, they can just go to underground. They don't need, even they will get money. But
that is busking. That's another level of
at least they need the money. At least they're doing something with their
I feel like with UK Afrobeat artists in general, it's true that's busking, but there's a lack of development. And here's the thing: as an artist, you need to understand what artist development is. If we're really going to take it back, even though it's got nothing to do with the genre, Motown, what did they used to do to the artists before? They will media train them. They will develop them. They will teach them how to songwrite. They will sit down with people. The UK Afrobeat scene has a thing of, your boy would tell you, you can make music. Yeah, you can make money off of that.
They don't want to pay for the right services to tell them what
exactly.
to do.
But here's the thing also, they will do those things, but when you have people in this is one thing that I've noticed the UK Afrobeat scene does a lot and it annoys me. My boy, he went to university and he studied business management, so he's going to be my manager. And your boy doesn't know anything about the music industry. So you go and do a show and he's telling the manager, 15,000 for my artist. Meanwhile, your artist hasn't even got any music out. There's probably one track that they have on YouTube, 500 views, but yet you fall because you're in the UK and you're
they're too money
hungry.
So even now, they need awareness. Come and do my show. This person doing the show. Oh yeah, I'm not coming unless you pay me. And I have to pay 12 people, but nobody knows you.
Well, it's a good conversation we're having, and I'm sure they're watching. And this is not to slight anybody, it's just to say it as we see it on our end, because everybody is important in that whole process. So we have things we're doing, we need to help them, they need to help us. It's a scene, it's developing, I think it's fantastic. My greatest fear as a father was I was gonna raise children who would not have that culture. African vibe in them. And it gives me great joy to be living right now where I'm sitting in my room and I'm hearing my son playing songs from his room, songs that not necessarily, that have influenced him directly. It's just like from him and his network of non-Nigerian, non-African friends. That gives me great joy. That is potential. And once there's potential, it's a seed. Or you just nurture it, keep pushing. There'll be errors, there'll be flaws, but it's a process. Everything is a process. There'll be mistakes, there'll be errors. But if you keep grinding, keep pushing, keep having panels like this to talk about it all the time, there's only one way, it's up.
They're definitely, it's still progressing. I can't even take that away from the Afrobeat scene because they're trying. And they're only going by what they know. So if there's more people around who can give them that advice and tell them to be patient and just enjoy the journey that they're on, enjoy taking the scene to a different level, then the Afrobeat scene will be a completely different thing. We'll be sitting here talking about something else completely different.
I hope they listen.
I hope so too. Thank you so much, guys, for having. I really enjoyed this conversation today. I think you had women, you had UK. This is my playing field, so I really enjoyed having this conversation. Thank you so much for joining me on the panel today, and thank you to Afro Pop Culture TV as well. As always, if you have any comments, any questions, opinions, whatever you're thinking, send us an email or get in contact with us, and we'll respond to you. Once again, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much for having us.
Your pleasure. Your pleasure.